Hello, hello, hello. Yes, hi. If you're new here, my name is Mary Charisma, and I'm an artist, musician, spiritual seeker, and yeah, I'm sharing my journey. It's happening. The journey's going. I'm I'm like at this point in my life where I'm thinking about life in terms of like a whole lifetime. Like I think it takes getting, a few years under your belt where it's like you're like, man, I'm like telling a story with my life, and like what is that story? And I think we're getting to like the juicy bit for me. It's like the part where I don't know, I just really think things are shifting into place. And it's because I feel like I've stopped being so mean to myself. It's because I've stopped judging and like criticizing and worrying, and like really I'm just like having faith and like seeing, it's like just seeing myself and loving it. And I love what I see, and I'm proud of what I've like built and what I've made and the journey that I've been on. Yeah, I mean, it's like, what the heck is this person even talking about? Because I've been like pursuing music for a while, and in this way that it's felt really like shouting into the void, like just seems crazy, like I just had a regular job and career, and like I worked as a data scientist. It was very just like reasonable path in life, I was making good money, and it was just like, just a regular life and everything. And then I was like, I'm going to stop that, and I'm not going to go down that path anymore, and I'm just jumping to this new path, and that's pursuing music. And it's just felt like the imposter syndrome of doing that, of like, but I'm not a real musician, who am I, like, and just releasing things, and just like it just seems like no one's hearing it and everything. And I just feel like more people are gonna hear it now. I can't. It's just this kind of thing where I can't tell anyone, but I can tell you, YouTube. Video diary I can share with you. And just I really feel like things are gonna happen. And I'm just really grateful. Like I feel really, yeah, it's been a journey. And yeah, I'm just like, you oh, whoa, just at the table. Like part of me, I don't even want to say it, just the worries of like, well, what if it's just none of this? Who cares? I'm gonna just keep believing in myself, like just keep choosing myself and choosing the story of my life that I want to create. Like I think the intention, just you keep going back to it and you keep moving towards that. It's like life wants you to be happy. Life wants to support you, but it's true happiness. And so if you're trying really hard and something isn't happening, there's probably ways that you feel about it that aren't actually aligned with your true happiness. Like there's some condition and there's some way that you're saying it has to be that is conflicting with you just like living and just being alive and in love with yourself and your life. And so you just have to like see those and let those go and start trusting more of just, yeah, it's like you can't understand the journey, like how you gotta just live it. And yeah, I feel like this journal entry doesn't, like, it's not gonna make sense or anything, but I just don't care. Like I just that's what's lovely, I suppose, about like, it's like, who's even seeing what I'm making? It's like you have this freedom. But even if people are like, if everyone is now watching what you're doing, who cares? I think I just have heard this for a long time of like, everyone is going to have an opinion, And it's just like part of like living a life out loud, like being big and being seen and just doing what you want fearlessly, because so many people aren't ready for that. They just aren't there yet. Like that just doesn't, it's impossible. You can't just like be free and just do what you want to do and just live how you want to live. Like there's all of these rules and, you know, things we have to make sure are true, like that, you know. So when people experience their biases and limitations because you're living free, and that's like reminding them how they're not living free, you know, yeah, people will get angry and, you know, lash out. It's like the Eckhart Tolle pain body concept, you know, that we have these parts of ourselves that are like created from the wounds, like, and the wounds that we collect when we're young, which is like just part of it. It's part of the, like, I don't know, we grow up in society and with other humans, and we just take on the ignorance or the misunderstandings of others, and that's okay though, because like it's the realization of the truth as each of these limitations becomes is shed. It's like it feels so good, it feels so beautiful, and that's what I think our like life stories are, is like us going from ignorance and going from confusion and confronting that. And like dreams are made to be beyond us, and so we go towards them so that we have to hit our limitations because we want to expand more. And yeah, when we hit them, it's like, how long do you want to stay there interacting with it and being like, or just like, no, done, like moving higher. And gosh, now it's like saying that I can see so clearly how like when you're trying, I don't know, like moving towards light versus solving the problem. It's like solving the problem is like, I need to, you know, interact. It's like you're staying in that energy. But if you're able to see beyond it, like see how it's not a problem, essentially. Whoa. Yeah, that's a huge thing. Is like, can you see life as on your side, as trying to support you, as trying to help you? And it's like trying to help you grow and trying to help you find true happiness, which is you doing what you love, or just being who you love. Like, just, I think it is like really loving your life every day, and not just like special days, and not just when something happens, but just actually like enjoying when you wake up and what you get to do and who you are. And right, it's like this ease and simplicity. And then I think when you are rooted in that and live that, it's like just helping other people find that for themselves. And so just really like, yeah, just keep believing in yourself. That's all we can do. I'm gonna keep believing in myself, and I just know we're gonna make it, guys. Yeah. It's like things are so bad at like a political, global, like it's crazy. It's like, what is happening generally in the world? It's like, and it's like I just don't know, you know, like, again, yeah, how do we solve these problems? And I just feel like there's something so beyond it. And yeah, there's that idea of like, do you isolate from like, oh, the craziness of politics and the craziness of the world, and it's like, I want to go in and find peace. But you know, I think that's reasonable when you need to recalibrate, when you're like so deep in the craziness that you can't even fully see it yet, and you have to like go disconnect from like, you know, relationships that are like taking up too much energy, and like really just like be by yourself and like, what do I want? And or like, yeah, it's like learning to feel yourself, feel your intuition, and feel that trust. And so much of like, it is going to be okay, it is all working out. I think that is like so key to this ability of acting on what feels right, what just lifts, what gives you air and energy, and trusting that, because that air and energy is beyond the mind. And so the mind is like trying to catch up, or like the mind is often fixated on right, it's like if you're set on some goal or desire that you believe will bring happiness, I mean, it's all we want is that, you know, the joy and true joy and true happiness. And so the ego can be fixated on something that is like false joy, false happiness, something like temporal, right? Like, because it's like of the world, it will only bring you happiness for a little bit and then it will like fade. So our minds are like, how do I get that thing? But our souls are like bringing us towards true happiness. So yeah, that's why we can not trust our intuition and not trust what our soul is calling, because it doesn't line up with what our mind thinks is going to bring us happiness. And it's like, we get confused. We're shown what happiness looks like, right? And we have ideas, and it's like wealth, money, you know, a girlfriend, boyfriend, like relationships, these things, like that's when I'll be happy. My song I'm gonna release, that's the theme of it, is like, when I get my Mercedes-Benz, I'll have the fame and Benjamins. When I get my Mercedes-Benz, I'll have it made, I'll be happy then. And so it's like, this day when I'm famous, then I'll be happy. But it's like, come on, man, journey, just make, not knowing how your life's gonna unfold, and then each day knowing, like seeing how it does, seeing how your life unfolds, knowing and trusting like you're meant for such beautiful things, like the things that you care about most, like, yes, that's meant for you, that's meant for you. And so knowing that deep in your bones, it's like each day is like this beautiful, like little TV show episode, you know, where, yeah, I'm just like reveling in the mysteries, in the story of like, how's this gonna work out? How's that gonna work out? Like, I have no idea where I'm going to be like living, if that makes sense. Just, I've been in a condo that I've been renting from my mom, my boyfriend and I, and well, my mom is like renovating that so that she can then move in there. And so, but the timeline, because like we're now at her house that used to be, my dad passed away this year, so I don't know, it's just like this huge catalyst of like change and like uncertainty. And I mean, if you're into tarot, the Tower card, like to me the Tower card, it's almost like your life being like, it's time to change, like everything's changing, like huge structures that you just believed were so solid, that this is just how life is, like those are just, you know, destroyed. And like that was incredibly, like, when my dad passed, that was how I felt, was something that was so like, and my dad, like parents, like I have parents and they're around, and like, yeah, it was like all of a sudden I don't have my dad around anymore. And that was just like such a, you just can't understand the world like in the way that you think you can. And in that like shock almost or something, it's just like, oh, I understand how it works. It's like, you don't, and stop trying to, like, stop trying to control the narrative. Let the narrative happen. Let life happen. Let it, like, surprise you. Co-write this story with God. I like thinking of it like that. Like, but then who is God? It's like, who's writing that story? And gosh, I'm just so grateful to be here and to just not be afraid anymore, and feeling so free to just express and just show up and just do what I feel called to do and watch where that takes me. And like, yeah, I think if you found this might be a sign. If there is anything that you've been meaning to post, that you've been meaning to share, that you've been meaning to start, like, this is the moment. Today. Take that step. Take the step. You know what it is. Because it feels good. Because it feels like, ooh, like giddy and excitement and just like this. It feels like this. It feels like, oh, because it's gonna work out. That's the secret. That's the secret. It's like all those voices in your head that are saying, but what about this? But what about that? It will work out. It will. So you got to just do it, because it's going to be even better than you can imagine. I love you guys. So thank you for watching. Okay. Take care.